could ever fail, never crossed my mind. Somewhere out there, hear my demons screaming now or never. I think I just crossed that line. I'm kinda done with hanging out in bottle service. You confuse me, yeah, you use me, but that's just as well. Hungry people trying to break me make me kinda nervous. Just goes to show that you never can tell. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but the only thing that I know is that I'll find my way out of this wasteland, 'cause this wasteland ain't home. With extra time I could have made up better words and letters. Pale shadows of my heroes help me rule the night. Somewhere out there hear my people screaming, do it better. I'm just an echo of the things I like. I'm tired of never feeling like I'll serve a purpose. Snow on mirrors, future killers, yeah, just be yourselves. Hungry people always stressing, yes, and never surface. Just goes to show that you never can tell. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but the only thing that I know is that I'll find my way out of this wasteland. 'Cause this wasteland ain't home. If I don't believe in all the old gods or the new, how am I supposed to find my way? Searching the universe for something we can do, and living to fight another day. And that's okay. We're falling from on top of the tree house, and no one cares if we go. I stumble over to a policeman. He says, son, you better get back home. And everybody's laughing at me now, from their faces covered in snow. I'm trying to be the best I can be now. They say make it something we know. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but my pride will be the first thing to go. I gotta get out of this wasteland, 'cause this wasteland ain't wasteland ain't show that you never can tell. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but the only thing that I know is that I'll find my way out of.
Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining today. Let's continue off from last time to Udon now. How is everyone? So my plan is to play Final Fantasy today's stream, then tomorrow's stream I'm thinking of changing it up to Elderman. But that's my plan. Yes, it is. It's actually very close. Can't wait. It's gonna be a good day. This is a voice acted cutscene, I think, so I'm just gonna mute up and let it play.
And Roban as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Today I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, just solo, basically. But I am planning on changing it up for the next couple streams, playing something different.
Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair,
Hello, welcome in.
the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era,
Oh no, I just started.
sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Rauban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are by fire reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Lord Dons have a long history of conflict with the Almalja, the beast tribes that worship the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. Yeah, I kinda defeated Ifrit, like, the other day. The old Dons do not shy from confrontation. If ore threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Gallians have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the grain, resources will ever be finite. Ain't that the truth? Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Almalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Really? Not again. Every time they do so, the Odons send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. They're pretty cool, the twins. Small wonder then the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. I still haven't decided which one I want to join yet. I got one last place to go. Limsa Lominsa. This is the city I started in, because this is where, warriors start. I think they start off as marauders. The City of Pirates. This way, actually. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Yes, please. This is gonna be another voiced cutscene, so I'm gonna mute up again and just let it play through.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. 700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartino. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking...
Those fishbuck
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying Crimson Standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
I love pirates.
Fancy meeting you again.
Yes, it would be like you're at every single service. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limbs of the Minster is plagued by two beast tribes. Most of the fish like Sahagin worshippers of the primal Leviathan, which is big sea serpent. The second are the kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Gullians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Mincian's backyard. And that is to say, naught of eternal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Gullians whet their blades and watch. If the Lomincians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. This end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. Interesting. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to that crew is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Who should I join? Spot, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service has now concluded? Yep. A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Yep, copy that. So who do you guys think I should pick? Gridania, which is the first one I did, Oda the second, or Maelstrom, which is this one. Any ideas? Head into the Waking Sands. Yes, please. Yeah, how has everyone been today? Welcome back, Gaspard, where the Grand Company leaders were as illuminating as you had hoped. Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why yourselves are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Gaspard. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Hello. I can't decide which one I want to pick.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Ooh, bit of sibling rivalry there. Time to pick a grand company. One, two. What do you guys think? That's what I randomly landed on. I'm gonna go with, Uda. Welcome back, adventurer. I take it General Bond's words kindled a fire within you. Yep. Excellent. I feared that the incident with the trader may have soured your opinion of us. It gladdens me to see that that isn't the case. But before we can count you as one of our own, you must be formally inducted into our ranks. The company you keep, Immortal Flames. The Immortal Flames recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Udal's Grand Company. So, please proceed to the Hall of Flames on Udal's Merchant Stripe and identify yourself to the personnel officer. I will notify him of your coming. With your strength joined to ours, we shall surely prevail over our enemies, be they beastmen or Imperials. Let's go join Oda. What brings you to the Hall of Flames this day, adventurer? My name is Gaspard Masichamp. I believe you were expecting me? Oh, I thought as much. You are just as our man at the Waking Sands described. It is an honor to meet you, sir. Now, in order to formalize your sir... Speak, Private. Imperial, sir, they fired on the High Wind Skyways airship. Scouts say she's coming down to the west near Horizon's edge. Bloody hells, of all times for this to happen. Gaspard, there's no time for formalities. The Immortal Flames need your help now. We're in the midst of a large-scale operation against the Armada, and we have no one to spare in west of Thettlon. You must get to that ship before the Galleons do. If there are any survivors, see that they do not come to further harm. Now go. Copy that. I finally get to slay some Galleons. Or as I like to call them, the Gallic Empire. Okay, there's the airship. And that looks like some crewmen. Nice. Hello, I'm here to save you. Yes. It's a fun game to play. An adventure? What are you doing, Anki? No, wait, let's find some cover first. This way. It's a good little game to play, and it's like really long. So if you like long games that have a lot of story, this is one for you. The Immortal Flames sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. I'm not a spy. Are you alright, sir? Our scouts reported the attack on your craft. We've come to rescue you. Gaspard Masichamp, yes. Glad to have you with us. This is getting interesting. I have not seen craft of this design before. That traitor Garland has been busy. The secrets of magic tech are ours by right. They are not to be squandered upon the savages of this land. No. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. And bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. They mean to take the ship back to Castrum Meridian, along with your friend. Wedge? You have to help him. That fool over Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Nice looking ship. They're not the best place to have taken shelter, I agree. It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight and she was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. We attack on my command, kill them quickly and save the Lalafell if possible. Is that clear, Gaspard? Copy that. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge. This is gonna be fun. First taste of combat against the Gallic Empire. We're under attack to arms. My axe is made for chopping garlic. Where you going? Where you going? You can't run from me. X. Wait, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close, so how'd she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts, but we can defend this position until the engineers leave. You should go, Gaspard. You still have unfinished business to attend at the Hall of Flames. You're not quite one of us yet, though anyone who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha, seriously though, if I hadn't been for you and the Immortal Flame lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I mean, your dead friend. We both are. Which... Thank you, we're very grateful. I love those two. They're hilarious. I think it's a long run this way. should definitely turn that off before I attract every enemy in the area to me. That's the last thing I need. There is Ul'dah. The Jewel of the Desert. The City of Gold. Basically. I haven't got new armor in a while. I wonder when that's gonna change. Sway. I ran right past it. Ran right past where I need to go. Too focus on the other player jumping. Welcome back, Gaspard. Word of your deeds in the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Rest assured that Garland Ironworks engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back in the air before Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us on such short notice is to be commended. Clearly your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off and induct you into the Immortal Flames? Yeah, sure. Yeah, level 36. Oh yeah. For Queen and Country. Yeah, it's country. The personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. Accept. Are you ready, Gaspard? Then let us begin. Gaspard Maréchal, you stand poised to enter sacred trust. The flames of Ul'dah burn bright, casting light where there is dark, and purging evil wheresoever it bites. We are ever ready to meet the nation's enemies in battle, be they beastmen, Gallians, or worse. Not a word from Flame General Rabban al-Din, we would gladly lay down our lives to maintain the peace and prosperity of Ul'dah. To join our ranks, you must forsake all other nations. Only then may you commit yourself to the fire and be reborn as an immortal flame. Burn as one of us, Gaspard Maréchal, and together we shall chase the darkness from Ul'dah. Will you swear an oath to mark this occasion? My sword belongs to Ul'dah, even though I have an axe. You mean today or just in general? Because today it's only been about 40-something minutes. Generally, I had my account for about 5 years and I was on and off, and then at the start of this year I kind of went more focused on it. And then in the last about 3 months, this kind of just skyrocketed to where I am now. I think I was at 25 followers in August, September. Spoken like a soldier, you do well here. Very well, your resolve is plain, Gaspard Maréchal. I hereby confer upon you the rank of Flame Private 3rd Class. Welcome to the Immortal Flames, Private. May you fight to the last for coin and country. It's been a good couple months. Can you hear me, Gaspard? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Immortal Flames contacted me with the news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Mussyshop. I have no doubt that you're eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Flame of Uldar, you are no less a Scion. May return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends who would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Stream's going good. It's been pretty fun. Good to have a good fight against some Gallian Empire Imperial soldiers, or as I like to call them, the Gallic Bread Empire. Gallic soldiers. It seems your presence is required elsewhere. But before you leave, perhaps you could find a moment to speak with Commander Swift. He is not one to see new recruits go into the field unprepared. You may accept the quest, My Little Chocobo. Yes, I'm definitely doing this one. Main proceed to the end of it. So I need to do it before I can complete the main scenario quest for round 1. But I get my Chocobo. Yeah, as I said, I like all the Scions. If I had to say my favorite is in a later expansion. You meet him in the next one, actually. I believe you should get yourself a Chocobo. Yes, please. Private Mussyshop, yes, a moment of your time, if you please. You wish to carry out your duty swiftly, do you know? Well, then perhaps you should get yourself a Chocobo. If you're interested, the Mortal Flames will furnish you with one. It's not a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, speak with the quartermaster to obtain a Chocobo insurance. You need to exchange company seals in order to do so. Once you receive your insurance, show it to Mimigun by the Gate of Null. He will be the one to furnish you with the bird. Okay. So... is it this guy? No, it's this one. Wrong guy. This one. No, this one. That's Free Company. That's like a guild. I think it is this one. There it is. It's 200 seals. Okay. This one, please. Completing a toss in the name will flow up on your claim of seals. Purchase company issue items are exchanged for promotions within our ranks. There are various ways to communicate with informers. Some of this is grand related quest. Other methods include fates. Yeah, gotcha. And that gives me 300. So what I'll do is I'll go do that and then I'll come back here. I'll come back here and get my Chocobo. I'm only doing the Chocobo because it's not only is it a mount, so I don't have to run everywhere. I also can use it to fight with me. So Yeah, but basically my favorite character is from Heavensward, which is the next expansion. So that's all I pretty much will say, so I don't give spoilers. Even though this entire stream I think is spoilers, but you know. Welcome back, guest by Lady Manfrey awaits you within. Yes, please. So I'll pretty much probably finish up this and then get my chocobo and then probably call it for today. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know why the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of heroics? The pride in his voice was palpable. Yeah, these are the science. These are pretty cool. So you got Orion J, Papalimo, Ida, Yustala, Thancred, and Minfilia. We science are truly fortunate to have you with us, Gaspard. Now that when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Yours, man. Spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we science should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the science, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. More allies. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you, while in fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Quest complete. Yeah. So back to old. Gonna get my chocobo. Come back here and probably start this quest, and depending on the time, I might do a cool stream. Yeah. We shall see. This way. Yes. Yeah, 100 out of 10k. I'll eventually get that to where it's maxed. What a bird did you just say? Then I'll need to see your flame chocobo insurance. There you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. And And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, we want to give your noble steed a name. I wonder what name should I give him. What do you guys think? You got any ideas or suggestions? Hmm. Trying to think, what should I give him? There we go. That works. Fits with my last name. My character's last name. I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own chocobo whistle. Suddenly blow into it and your feather friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when someone in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. Lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license as required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yeah. I got my chocobo, yeah. Hey, time, gonna go pick this quest up and probably call. Yeah. Self-management. I'm feeling I need to investigate the sylphs. Yep. I'll sup you.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like Gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda. who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm pretty much going to end the stream there. I do appreciate you all. Thank you. I wish you all a great rest of your day.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
Glad you enjoyed it. See ya.